Hi guys, today I'm going to take you through a little breakout stretch routine that you can do in between periods of sitting at your desk looking at the screen. So a great way to open up the spine, release through the neck and open up the hip flexors. So we're just going to start down in an all fours position. We're just going to get some flexion and extension through the spine, through some cat and cows. So as we breathe in, we're going to send our sit bones back, eyes up to the ceiling, and then round through your upper back, tucking your chin on your chest. So just getting some nice big movement in both directions through the spine. Just after long periods of sitting, looking at the screen. Nice way to open up. Let's go one more each side. And exhale. Round. Back to a tabletop position. We're just going to get some rotation throughout the thoracic now. So I want you to take your left hand up to the ceiling, eyes following the top thumb, and then we'll thread the needle, keeping our hips square. Good. Opening up, rotating to the ceiling, opening up through our chest, eyes to the roof, and thread the needle, keeping our hips square. Last one on this side, opening up, and thread the needle. Let's take it up to the ceiling just to finish off that side. Great stuff. Back to a tabletop position. So we're trying to keep our hips square to the mat or the ground. Threading the needle. And reach away, thread the needle. Reaching up, eyes up. And threading the needle, reaching away. Great stuff. And we just take that hand at the top and back down. Walk your hands slightly a bit further out in front, tucking your toes under. We're just going to come up into a downward facing dog. So our knees are generously bent, our sit bones are spiraling up to the roof, and then we're just going to pedal out through our heels, one at a time. Stuff. From there we're just going to ripple forward into a high plank position and then lower ourselves all the way down to the ground. From here we'll take an up dog, so lifting your chest up, and then from there we just rock back over our knees into a child's pose. So our toes touch, fingertips are nice and long. Good stuff. We roll back over our knees. Come up into cobra, coming over your knees, sending your hips up to a downward facing dog. Just go once more through like that, so rolling through to a high plank, moving forward and down to a low plank, on your fingertips, using your back to open up through the chest, rock back over knees, into a child's pose. Keep rolling forward. Chin comes up. A bit more weight through the hands. Over your knees. Into a downward facing dog. Take your right leg to the ceiling. Then we're going to step our right foot outside our right pinky finger. So we'll go through 3 of the world's greatest stretch with a rotation. Elbow down, fingertips to the roof, eyes up. Elbow down, fingertips to the roof. Elbow down, fingertips to the roof. Good. Back to a push-up. Then send your hips up. Do the same on the opposite side. So left foot reaches up. Step your left foot outside your left pinky finger. And 3 on this side. Elbow down, fingertips up, elbow down, fingertips up. Last one, elbow down, fingertips up. Good, taking that foot back. Okay, once again, step your right foot up. This time it's going to be in between our thumbs. I'm just going to drop down the back knee. Okay, so we're in a 90-90 here with our back leg and our front leg. we're going to tilt our pelvis up. I'm just going to rock forward and back. So opening up through the left hip flexor and the quad. Okay, when we're in those seated positions for a long time, we often tighten up through the front body. Okay, let's intensify this by reaching our left hand to the ceiling. Just rocking forward and back, keeping that glute engaged. Grab a hold of that left wrist with your right hand and opening up. Good, and coming back. Place your hands down, step that foot back, left foot forward, dropping the back knee down, setting it up to start, so tilting the pelvis up, rocking forward and back, that back glute is engaged and we're opening up through the right hip flexor this time. Good stuff. Take your right hand up to the ceiling, feel that stretch intensify through your hip flexor. Grab a hold of that left wrist and pull it across your body. Good. Coming back to a push-up and sending that hip back. Good stuff, guys. Now we're going to drop down onto our stomach. I want you to take your left hand out like it's a goalpost or a cactus arm. Lay that flat on the ground. Okay, we're just going to open up through our chest. So you're just resting your left side of your forehead on the ground and we're opening up through the left side of our chest. You can add a bit of weight through your right hand just to intensify that stretch. Good, and switching sides. So your right hand goes out at a right angle, up onto your fingertips of your left side and opening up. So when we're at our desk, we're in that forward position. So we're going to open up through the chest here. Just breathe into the stretch. Good, there you go. Work just up on your knees. Just going to open up through the neck now. So what I'm going to do is take your hands behind your back and you're going to interlace your fingers on this side of your body. Okay? So my fingers are interlaced over onto the left side of my body and then I'm just going to drop my left ear onto my left shoulder and you'll feel a really nice stretch through your neck, down through your trap into your shoulder, and from there you can just nod your chin on your chest and back. Feel this opening up through that neck. The harder you pull with your interlaced fingers, the greater stretch you'll get there. Just back out of that and we'll come back into it. So you're trying to drop that right shoulder down as you're putting your left ear on your left shoulder. Great stuff. And back. And we'll just switch sides. So the interlaced fingers come onto my right hip now. Okay, I'm just going to drop my right ear onto my right shoulder. Come out of the stretch and back in. Nodding your chin on your chest, just changing the range. Great stuff there, guys. Just popping up into a nice deep squat. We're going to put our hands on top of our feet. Put your bum to the ground, eyes to the roof. Tuck your chin on your chest and rock forward. Down. And up, down, and up, down. Reach your left hand to the ceiling, drive your right elbow into the knee, down, right arm up, down, rocking forward. Grab a hold of opposite elbow and just sway side to side. Great stuff. Release your hands, slowly come up to standing. And there you go. So there's a little breakout stretch routine.